There we go. He Kaitūhono Hora Raraunga ki te papa. Ko Lucy Schrader tōku ingoa. Tēnā tātou katoa. I'm Lucy. I'm Te Papa's Digital Channels Outreach Manager, and I put our stuff onto other people's websites. So we've been talking for ages as a sector about GLAMs and Wikipedia, and by now getting all your organisations doing wiki-related work is really nice and straightforward, right? Yeah. All you need to do is decide whether you want to focus on, Wikipedia, Wikimedia Commons, Wikidata, or Wikisource, Wikispecies, Wikivoyage, Wiktionary, maybe something else. Maybe you need to, start up a new interdisciplinary project with the requisite project sponsor and resourcing, and then get trained up on OpenRefine, quick statements, just a handful of other bits of software. Have a quick skim of your collections, reviewing the rights and statements and metadata, and whip up some public programs, maybe a bit of a marketing campaign. Who's got the time to actually do that? Working out what to do is hard, and getting the resourcing to do it is hard, and doing anything more than a one-off is hard, and of course getting our colleagues and managers to care about it is really hard. And the thing is, we know that GLAMs and Wiki is a good combo. We know that Wikipedia introduces people to the topics and the stories that we care about. We know that Wiki editors crave the solid and trustworthy knowledge that we've got. We know that our collections and our research fill gaps left by other sources. And we know that those collections and research get several orders of magnitude more use through Wiki. We also know that we're short on time and resources, and we've got the rest of our jobs to do, so no wonder Wikipedia is usually too hard. But what if it was actually so easy? Te Papa's been kind of rocking it with useful and interesting Wiki projects lately. Stuff like sharing big batches of collection images with good metadata, creating hundreds of articles about native species, making information about creators more accessible, round-tripping data so that our collection management system hooks up nicely to Wikidata, adding 500 reliable references to articles in a single day, and getting our heads around the paurangi impact of all this mahi. It's a whole bunch of small and not actually especially large bits of work, and nothing that's too overwhelming. And some of it's been planned, and sometimes we've jumped on opportunities. So I've got a sandwich for you. This is a sandwich that Te Papa is already eating. The GLAM Wiki sandwich is real and it tastes good. So with the top slice up above, we're showing our leadership that contributing to Wiki projects is strategically aligned. Because it turns out that all the things that Wikipedia and its sibling projects let us do are already museum-related functions. Like, we're getting knowledge and collections into people's hands. We're helping tell Aotearoa-specific stories on a massively popular platform that's often missing them. And we're performing outreach for the communities that we're already working for. It's really not that different to what's happening in our buildings and on our websites. Now, at the bottom layer of the sandwich, we're giving our staff the skills to make small and meaningful contributions to Wikipedia, Wikidata, Wikicommons, all those other ones that I listed off. So editing becomes just another tool for staff to do their jobs. It's things like updating an article with details from the latest research on deep-sea fish that they were already reading, or making Wiki a little bit less biased by reusing their work on women photographers, or telling stories in a more community-oriented way by replacing the colonialist language that got inserted 20 years ago by someone who's just a bit too into Kipling. That then meets in the middle. The feeling of this is that we're able to give staff relevant and organisationally supported professional development. The end goal isn't some vague concept of making our people into Wikipedians as an end result. It's seeing Wiki as a means to an end that we actually already care about, being great museum professionals who reach our audiences and get our stuff used. With that top slice of bread in hand, getting our leadership on board hasn't actually been too tricky. It's just taken some time. The kind of projects that we've undertaken have been on the smaller side, sometimes really tiny, but whenever they result in something cool, we make some noise. Whether that's with our blog, our intranet, with monthly reporting and meetings and just bailing managers up in the hallway, we keep reinforcing this narrative that wiki work is museum work. Proof in hand, we get the trust to do more, and that's where spreading those skills around comes in. So, okay, sure, let's see, how do you just magically give staff from all over the museum a whole new set of skills? Well, mostly with my magic powers, but also with an ongoing series of learning sessions. So we've come up with a whole set of these, each of them about a small but useful thing that Wiki enables in a museum context. These work as a thing it's about an hour and a half long. It's a small group that we get together. We cover what they need to know about this particular thing, demo some real examples, and then give them a solid chunk of time to practice. When they leave, they've got something quite concrete and applicable that they can do. Because we link these sessions and what they learn to their jobs, staff can then talk to their managers about applying those skills and how that money can get recognised. We also don't have to squeeze into a spare lunch break anymore, which is really helpful. And just as a note, I'm trans, so if anyone tries to talk to me about Harry Potter, because of the slide, I will explode you with my brain. Now, if you don't feel like you've got the skills to run sessions for your own people just yet, I do want to shout out Wikimedia Aotearoa New Zealand. WANZ is the local affiliate organisation. They can answer questions, they can put you in touch with local editors who can lend a hand, and Wiki editors are prime volunteers. They are so into it. They can even provide some funding, so go to them. They've got a booth downstairs this year, so you might have already talked to them, but go say hi, sign up for their excellent newsletter. Tomorrow I am giving a workshop covering all this in a lot more detail, but if you're not booked in or you're too scared by the creature, you can get all the guidance from our blog, and just feel free to drop me a line as well. So yeah, don't stress about being a Wikipedian. Be excited about a fun new way that you can just do your job and eat a tasty sandwich. Thank you.
Lucy, are there any plans for the GLAM Wiki resources to be shared to other institutions as well?
Plans, sure.
Intentions, hopes, dreams?
So the blog that was linked on the last slide has more information about how this stuff has all been put together, and there's actually a template there for creating your own lessons. A bunch of what goes into it is quite specific to the organisation, to the people there, what they're interested in. So when I give people stuff to practice on, I'm using the resources of Te Papa Press, all these sorts of things, and I find that's really engaging. So if you're wanting to do something similar, I really recommend drawing on the stuff that you know your people already care about.
Excellent, thank you.